This is question 14 on the foundation calculator paper. There's a star next to the question number, so I know there's quality of written communication marks for this question. So that means I need to state my answer clearly and write a sentence as part of my final result. Okay, so reading the question, it says, here is the diagram of a wall. Diagram not drawn accurately, so I can't measure anything from that. Halima wants to cover all of the wall with tiles. So she wants to cover the whole wall with tiles, and the tiles are squares with a side length of 20 centimeters. The tiles are sold in packs. There are 10 tiles in each pack. Each pack of tiles costs $34.99. Halima only has £1,000. Can she buy enough packs of tiles to cover the whole wall? So what I need to work out is how many tiles she needs to cover the whole wall, and then once I work out how many tiles she needs, I need to work out how many packs she needs to buy. Right? If each pack has 10 tiles, I need to work out how many packs she needs to buy, and then once I know how many packs she needs to buy, I times it by £34.99 and see if that's more or less than £1,000, which is how much she has. So let's go to work on this. One of the things I noticed straight away as I was looking at the question was that the wall is 3 meters by 4 meters and the tiles are 20 centimeters side length. So because it's a square, each of the sides are 20 centimeters. So that's 20, that's 20, and this one here at the bottom is 20. So they're all exactly the same. But what I did notice was that the wall is measured in meters and the tiles are measured in centimeters. And so in order to carry on with this calculation, I need to convert meters into centimeters, or make them all the same units. And in this case, I'm going to convert the meters to centimeters. 1 meter is 100 centimeters. You need to know this. Right? You need to know that. So if 1 meter is 100 centimeters, then 3 meters, that's the same as 300 centimeters. And 4 meters, that's going to be the same as 400 centimeters. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to find out how many tiles fit on this side of the wall. Okay, if I know how many tiles fit here and how many tiles fit across this side of the wall at the bottom, the length of the wall and the width of the wall, I could work out how many tiles there are all together to cover the whole wall. So if I do 300 divided by 20, because each tile is just 20 centimeters, how many 20s are going to make 300? Well, if you can't work that out, remember it's a calculator paper. 300 divided by 20, that's going to give you 15. So what that means is 15 tiles are going to fit across there, and the other bit is 400 divided by 20, and that's going to be 2 tiles. So if I do on this side here, 400 divided by 20, that's not going to be 2. I input that wrong. 400 divided by 20, that's 20 tiles. So what that tells me is that there are going to be 20 tiles fitting across this bit of the wall. So the total number of tiles she needs is going to be 15 times 20. Because if they're 15 across there, so if each row has 20 and there are 15 rows, 15 times 20 will tell me how many tiles she needs altogether. Let's do that. That's 300 tiles altogether. Now, if she needs 300 tiles, then the number of packs she needs is going to be 300, and I'm going to divide that by 10. And the reason for that is there are 10 tiles in each pack. So if there are 10 tiles in each pack, she's going to need 300 divided by 10, which is 30 packs. And now finally, I'm going to find out the total cost of 30 packs. Now remember, one pack costs $34.99, so that's going to be 30 times £34.99, £34.99. And again, I'll get my calculator to do all the hard work. 30 times $34.99, and that is going to give me 1049.7. 1049.7. Now, this is really important. We need to recognize that this is money we're dealing with. And because it's money we're dealing with, that's 1,049 pounds, but that 0.7 means it's 70 pence. Now, going back to the question itself, Halima only has £1,000. Can she buy enough packs of tiles to cover the wall? And so it's pretty obvious here, right? The total cost of these tiles to cover the wall is going to be £1,049.70p. So the answer is going to be no. She does not have enough money to buy the tiles. I'm going to put she needs £1,049.70, and she only has £1,000. Okay, and that is a fairly complete answer for that question. If I move this up, you should be able to see all the workings, all the stages, right, and be able to get full marks in this. This question was worth 6 marks, so quite a lot of marks, but there's also a fair bit of workings in there and a lot of potential to get marks for the question. Notice I did a fair bit of the workings around the diagram, and then I laid out my answer in stages, indicating at each stage what I was doing and what the answers were.